You would think yours would be more durable. That's
present the colors and just welcome you.
Let's vote to come out of recess.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 4-0. It is 5:40.
And Trevor, Johnny is going to join us by phone.
Okay.
I'm going to call over right now.
All right, so. Yes.
All right, I just wanted to welcome everybody for coming. This is our opportunity to have the board's undivided attention, talk about things that they may not know that we have going on a daily basis. And I'm going to turn it over to our color guard.
Here comes. Mark. Color. Full. Reason. Arms. Arms. Pose. Reason. Arms. Order. Arms. Pose. Colors. March. Forward. March. Color guard. Pull. Ball out.
All right, so we had a particular order we were going to do things, but we've got one of our student presenters has a prior commitment, so we're going to go ahead and bump her up to the top. I give you our Young Riders winner for Wayne County's 11th and 12th grade students, John Cole.
In the hills of West Virginia, there was a small town called Fort Wayne. It was the kind of town where everyone knew everyone and life moved at a gentle pace of the season. At the edge of the town, top Bromley Ridge, stood a house with a porch that seemed to touch the sky. It was a place where leaves fell like whispers in the fall and women carried the scent pine and walked in the spring. It was a place where memories were rain and some were left behind. That was where I found myself, not by choice, but by circumstance. The old F-150 rocked to a stop, and as soon as the door opened, I leaped out. My paws hit the ground, and I stretched my legs for the first time in hours. The air smelled different here. clean and crisp, with a hint of wood smoke. I ran in circles, sniffing everything I could, my tail wagging fiercely. When I turned to look back at the truck, it was already pulling away. Wait, don't leave me, I barked, springing after it. My legs pumped as fast as they could, my heart pounded in panic. But the truck didn't stop. It disappeared down the hill. Nothing but a trail of dust in its wake. I stood there, confused and scared, until I heard a voice. Hey, buddy, come here. I turned to see a man standing on the porch. He had kind eyes and gray hair, and a smile seemed to steady the tremble on my chest. You're a runner, aren't you? He said, kneeling down as I cautiously approached. Sir, where's my owner? Why did he leave me here? I whimpered, though I know he couldn't understand. Well, it looks like yours now, he said softly, scratching behind my ears. His touch was gentle, and for a moment it felt like everything might be okay. Before I could figure out what was happening, the boy came bounding out of the house. He couldn't have been more than 8. His face looked pretty solid. Is this him, Papa Tom? Is this our dog? Yes, Daniel. What should we name him? The boy tilted his head, thinking hard. Then he grinned. Trump. Trump? Tom laughed. That's a strong name for a strong dog. I like it. Daniel knelt beside me, his hands finding a perfect spot behind my ears. I melted into his touch, my tail wagging despite the ache of being left behind. Now, Daniel, don't love on him too much. You'll wear him out and we'll need him to hunt, Tom said with a chuckle. I didn't know it then, but I found my new family. The next morning, I woke up to the sound of birds singing and the smell of dew on the grass. I didn't know what the day would bring, but Tom's voice soon answered that question. Come on, Trump, time to hunt. Hunt. The voice didn't thrill through me. I had never been hunting before, but I knew it was important. The woods were alive with the sounds of autumn, leaves crunching underfoot, the distant of crows. I darted ahead, my nose to the ground, determined to make Tom proud. But as the hours passed, I found nothing. My tail drooped with an empty trail. Then I heard it, a rustling in the bushes. My ears perked up and I froze. Slowly I crept forward, my heart racing. When I pounced, my teeth melted. Good boy, Trump, Tom shouted. His voice was full of pride. I wagged my tail so hard I thought it might fall off. Did I do good? You did great, he said, ruffling my fur. That night as we drove home, I felt like I belonged. Tom smiled the whole way and I knew I had made him happy. Seasons changed on Brumley Ridge. The snow moved into spring and spring bloomed into summer. Tom and I were inseparable. We hunted together, explored the woods together, and sat on the porch together, watching the sun dip below the horizon. But then things started to change. Tom didn't come outside as much. He stayed in bed longer and his voice grew quieter. The hunts stopped altogether. Some people came to feed me, Jonathan, Andrew, and the 3 kids, but it wasn't the same. I didn't understand what was happening, but I could feel it. Something was wrong. One day I saw Shirley helping Tom into the car. His face was pale and his hands trembled as he leaned on her arm. My heart ached as I watched them jog away. They were gone for weeks. When they finally came back, Tom looked even worse. His once strong frame was thin and his smile didn't quite reach his eyes. Then that was when I overheard the word cancer. Shirley whispered to us to a neighbor, her voice breaking. The word hung in the air like a storm cloud. I didn't understand it completely, but I knew it meant something bad, something that couldn't be fixed. March came with a heaviness I couldn't shake. The house was busier than ever. Cars lined the driveway and people came and went all day. I watched it from the yard, uneasy. That night as the sun behind Burnley Ridge, it happened. The silence was interrupted by the sound of Shirley's voice, rolled with grief echoing through the house. I stood frozen, my ears pinned back, the weight of the moment pressing down on me. Tom was gone. 2 men from the funeral home arrived not long after, carrying something that looked like a bed with him on it. Seeing them bring him out, my heart broke. He wasn't moving, nor was he smiling. The vehicle disappeared down the hill, leaving me in a feeling of any other emotion but happiness. There was a feeling that I had never felt in my entire life. A piece of my soul was missing. Why him? Out of everyone, why him? I whimpered softly, my legs trembling beneath me. I wanted to run to him, to nuzzle his hand and make him wake up, but I couldn't move. The pain was almost too unbearable for me to think straight as I watched the vehicle leave. I howled into the night, the sound of my grief filling the empty sky. The days after Tom's death felt hollow. The house was quiet, and the porch where we used to sit together felt cold and empty. Charlene sold the truck and the side by side, and I watched as they disappeared down the road just like Tom had. I spend most of my days lying on the porch now, staring at the horizon. Sometimes when the wind rustles the leaves, I think I hear his voice. Good boy, Trump, he says as clear as if he were standing beside me. The world keeps moving, but a part of me is still stuck in that moment, watching the truck disappear over the hill. Though he's gone, his memory lingers in the wind, in the trees, and in the quiet moments we share. There will never be another man.
Congratulations for winning the contest. Fantastic.
All right, I just want to take a second and just inform you, I guess, because we have some folks here, some that aren't here, but who makes up our LSIC. I'm Trevor Little, I'm the principal. We've got Roberta Holland, our assistant principal. Our service personnel representative is TJ Chapin. Sherry Markham is our math department chair. Tara Crabtree
She'll be back.
is our ProStart instructor. Wade Cyrus is the agriculture instructor. Our parent representative and liaison person is Karen Toney. Our school social worker is Miss Angela Vincent. And then our student representative is off playing baseball is Gage Dawson. Just a little bit about us. We are currently, our current enrollment is right at 340 students. We have 35 professional staff. That is including 3 in the English department, 3 in the math department, 3 currently in science. Social studies has 3 as well. We have option pathways, 5 special ed teachers, 3 in the arts, 9 CTE instructors, health and PE. We have 1 person. We have two admins, 1 counselor, a community and schools position. We did then have our technology integration specialist who helps keep everything up and running appropriately. We have 3 aides and then 2 secretaries. I did note at the bottom that our science department has been reduced to 2 positions for the upcoming school year, but we're going to tell you what we're going to do with that here in a little bit. That's going to, actually, I think, want to increase our number of potential offerings for students. So our courses are studied. We have our standard English. We've got AP Literature. We have dual credit that is offered through Mount West and the Hurd Academy. Creative writing, which Ms. Foley takes part in, clearly. And then we have our theater, and we're going to see a nice little thing that Ms. Gilkerson and Ms. Muncie put together.